Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Renee, and today I'm working on some make-ahead meals to put in the freezer. So this morning I'm going to do sausage, egg, and potato breakfast bowls, and I'm going to take you along and show you how I do them. Let's get busy. We're going to start first with these potatoes. I'm going to get these chopped up, and I got a half of an onion here too. I'm just going to cut these up in bite size. Put them in that bowl. And we'll get these in the oven. And that's all the onion I'm putting in there. Alright, so I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil in this bowl. Not a whole lot, because I'm also going to put some on my pan. Perfect. I got about a good couple tablespoons altogether. I'm going to put a little bit of pepper on here. A little bit of salt. Actually, I'm going to mix these with my hands. Alright. Dump those all on our pan. Spread them out in a nice even layer. My oven is preheated to 400 degrees. So I'm going to roast these and then we're going to move on to the next. Alright, now that we got the potatoes in the oven and they're roasting, we are going to cook our breakfast sausage. And I got about a pound to about a pound and a half here, I think. Okay, we got this in here. Break this up a little more. And then I'm going to put the screen on here. And we're going to let that cook for a little bit. Okay, I got this down on low, and I broke it up a little bit more, so it's doing really good. This is done. And I'm going to set this. Oh, there's a little bit of pink there. I better let it go a little longer. Put this back on here and let it go a few minutes more. Okay, that has gone long enough. I'm going to turn that off. I got my hot pad here. I'm just going to put it in here. Keep it in this little dish. Okay, now we'll get started on our eggs. Put that in there. I got my nice big pan out here. I got my burner on medium and I got a little olive oil in there. And I'm going to use an entire dozen eggs. So I'm going to crack these eggs all in here. And these are all fresh. These are my farm fresh eggs. They're wonderful. These little breakfast bowls are so nice for the freezer, and that my grandkids just love them. And I'm making them this time especially because I've got my grandkids a lot this summer. And it's just easy to put it together and freeze it, and then when your grandkids come or your kids, you just heat it up and they've got a beautiful breakfast. And it's so much healthier than the store-bought. And this can be heated right in the oven, or you can use your microwave. Either or. I prefer to not have a microwave. But you certainly can have one. I'm going to break this up a little bit. those down. I got my burner, I got my pan nice and hot. You can see it's good and hot, but I also turned it down because cast iron, it holds its heat so well, and I don't want my eggs to burn. Okay, so with that, I am going to add some pepper to these. I'm going to take that off the burner just for a minute. I'm going to add a little pepper to that. A little bit of salt. And I've got some heavy cream here. I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to put my entire container of heavy cream in there. I've got, let me put this aside. I have got onion tops, I've got thyme, and I've got oregano. And I'm going to just chop this all up together and put it in there. I'm just going to take my leaves off my stems of my thyme. And you just do like so. And they come right off real easy. They slip right off. Okay, my oregano is already off the stalks, and I've got my onion tops right there. So I'm going to chop this up. Get that chopped up real nice. Put that in with my eggs. Chop up some of my onion tops. I'm also reserving some, I've got onion tops set aside for the garnish on top of this. You can do chives in here, whatever you choose. Put those in there. Okay. We got that set. Let me get this mixed up. Okay, now I also put a dollop of mayo in mine. About a couple tablespoons worth of mayonnaise I put in my eggs. And I'm also going to put a little bit of cheese. Even though cheese is going to go on the top, I'm going to put a little bit of cheese in my eggs. Probably about, for that dozen eggs, probably about a good cup of cheese. And I've got a 3 cheese blend going here. Okay, so we're going to get this mixed up, get our pan back on the burner, and we're almost ready for this. That mayonnaise that you put in there, you can even do sour cream. It just gives it, it bulks them up, it gives them, it makes them nice and fluffy and real moist. And that's perfect for when you're going to reheat this. Okay? That's good. Oh, let's see. Our pan's still nice and hot. Okay, we're going to put these in here. Now when you do your eggs like this, you don't want them completely, you don't want them cooked completely through, because then they'll get dry when you reheat them and they just won't be good. So I cook these till they're just about done. And then it works well when you reheat them. Okay friends, I got that stirred up a little bit. It's cooking. I'm going to put my lid on that and let that cook for a little bit, and I'll be back to stir it up some more. Alright friends, we'll see how this is doing. And it's doing fantastic. It's not sticking, it's doing great. Okay friends, I took the lid off this. This is getting pretty close to where I want it. I got a little bit of eggs that aren't quite done yet. But it's pretty close. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shut this heat off. I'm going to put the lid back on this, and I'm going to put it on the back of my stove because it will finish cooking to where I want it. So when my potatoes are done, the eggs are done, the sausage is done, when the potatoes are done, we'll be back and we'll assemble these. Hey friends, the potatoes you see down here, they're all done. They're roasted beautiful. The eggs are done and the sausage is done. And I've got extra onion tops and a little bit of cheese. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to assemble these. And how I do this is I put potatoes in the bottom of my dish, just like so. There's a nice bunch of potatoes. And then my eggs, I'm going to give them a little fluff. See how that did it? Just, they're not completely dried up and done. So these will be nice when they reheat. So we're going to put eggs right on the top of these potatoes. Okay? Alright, and then we're going to do a little bit of sausage on each. Layer that. Then we're going to do on the top of this bowl, I'm going to put a little more cheese. And I'm going to put onion tops. And see how wonderful that turns out for your freezer. So I'm going to get all the rest of these put together, and then when I'm done, I'll bring it back and show you how wonderful they all turn out. They're all ready for the freezer. I just got to let them cool down a little bit. Then I can put the lids on, get them in the freezer. These are perfect for busy mornings. These are perfect for me, for my grandbabies. They're healthy, they're homemade, and they're budget friendly. So there you have it, friends. Give that a try. Thanks for watching.